Let's talk about the dangers of overpricing your home. Hey, this is Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group, and this is probably the number one question or comment that I get from any seller who's listing their home for sale. Where should I price my home? And the natural, inclination of most sellers is, hey, I see what the comps are doing. I see what the competition is doing. Can we just try a price up here and see what happens? And this is meant to be a visual demonstration of what that danger is. So I'm drawing I forget what these graphs are called, but it's time, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Let's say this represents home values, homes for sale in a particular neighborhood. Let's say the neighborhood, we'll just say it's priced anywhere from $1 million on down to $750, whatever. So here's $950, here's $9, here's $850, here's $8, here is, well, I didn't say much space there, so we'll just change this to $650. Here's $750, here's $7, here's $650. Okay, so this represents prices, $1 million on down to $650. This represents a time continuum. These are buyers. At any given time, and this is day 0, this is when you list a home. Any given time, there's going to be a pool of buyers in the market waiting for a home to come up for sale. And why I say a pool, they've seen all the houses. This is going back in time, 30 days ago, 60 days ago. They've seen these houses. They've already passed on the houses that they've already seen. So they're pooled up, waiting for the next home. So the next home comes out. Let's say it's appropriately priced. I forget where this is. 950, 850. It's appropriately priced at 850. The market deems that the value's there. It's attractive enough to get a bulk of these buyers excited. One of them probably goes and buys it quickly if it's priced correctly. Maybe even 2 of them or 3 of them go fight over it. Maybe this many of them go look at it. Offers come quickly. That's how a home sells quickly. Now, let's say you take that same home that, the market deems nobody can pick value except for, quote unquote, the market. The market is the people with the money. So the market deems that house was acceptable at that price. 1, 2, 3 people were interested enough to make an offer. It goes under contract and it sells not far below, maybe even above or at the price that it was asking. Okay, so that's listing smart at market value, getting the most amount of eyes on it as possible. These guys probably weren't looking at it because maybe they had a price cap here. And you can see that the higher up the price continuum we go, the fewer dots I drew because, as you get higher and higher in price, the market gets smaller and smaller. That makes sense. Okay, I'm just drawing some more. So let's say you take the same home and say, yeah, you know what? It seems like, the data says it's worth $850. I want to price it up here instead. And this, I should be drawing this over here because it's day 0. It's actually, you're figuring that out ahead of time. So I want to price it up here. Okay, well, these buyers are in this price range. These buyers have been looking at homes that are closer to the 950 million range. So they see a home that's, deemed an 850 home. What are the odds that they actually like it? So they're saying no. These guys don't see it because they cap their search at a specific price when they're looking at all the online portals or the MLS. They don't even realize it's for sale. So nobody sees it. Nobody comes to look at it. Maybe, a couple of these dots here decide, hey, it's new, it's fresh, let's go take a look at it. But they've been seeing homes that already sold or are still on the market that should be priced in this 900 to $1 million range. They're comparing those to this. Why would they buy that? Why would they offer, in this case, I think I have it on the 950 dot. Why would they do that? Okay, so that probably makes sense. Okay, but we're just gonna try it and maybe after 30 days we drop the price a little bit. Well, what happened is some of these buyers did check it out because maybe they have a higher search cap, or they're just curious. They're watching everything in the neighborhood. So they saw it, already said no at the price that it was at. It's hard to bring them back. If they already said no once, even if it reduces, some of them are going to say no the whole time. Some may go take a look, but you've already shrunk your pool, and now you're 30 days in, which days on market are not your friend as a seller. I don't know who needs to hear that. Days on market are your enemy. And if you don't believe it, think back to the last time you bought a home. What was one of the questions you asked your agent when standing in the home? How long has it been on the market? Why did you ask that? You feel like you have leverage the longer it's on the market. So anyways, maybe a couple of these guys go see it. Maybe somebody does make an offer. That's awesome. What are the odds that they offer what it would have sold for here if it's been on the market for 30 days? So now the offers start coming in lower, and now you're forced into this weird negotiation. It's an 850 or 875 house based on what you looked at back here, the homes that sold, but the buyer wants to offer 825 or 800. Well, what do? You get into negotiations. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, but now you're getting further down the line and less of these guys are coming to see it. But you do have buyers entering the market a few at a time. You don't have this big pool, but you have a few coming in here and there. However many buyers enter the market in, focus on that specific neighborhood. They may be up here, they may be up here, but it's less buyers. So what happens? Your pool shrinks. Your buyer pool is smaller. So what do you have to do? Reduce it. To widen the pool. So now you're at day 60. Maybe now you're priced at 850 where it probably should have been on day 1. Well, look at your pool. Look at the size of your buyer pool. Maybe some of these guys go to see it. But again, same story. Now they see 60 days on the market. Some already passed. They're not coming back. Some already bought houses. And your buyer pool is significantly smaller by this time. Okay, so again, maybe you get an offer. But again, buyers looking at that and say, you know what? I'm going to offer them $795. Let's see what they say. So now you got this gap again. Maybe it gets home, maybe it doesn't, but you're not selling it to that buyer for $850. Okay? And this continues. This goes on. So let's say you miss out on these buyers. Well, here we go. We're getting closer to day 90 on the market. And most of these guys are gone. They bought another house. Maybe they pulled out of the market, whatever. Yes, you do have buyers coming into the market. But is one buyer coming in the market at any given time bigger than this initial buyer pool? Nope. So, what do you have to do? Reduce. Where are we at? In the 7s. I see this every single day, because they wanted to test the market. They wanted to see what they can get. And by the way, you take this house and you price it down here. Was that 800 there? For, quote unquote 850 house? This whole pool is bum rushing that house and probably pushing offers all the way up to and above where it would have sold in the first place. And you don't have to deal with any of this market time. So I hope this illustration, as archaic as it looks, helps drive the point home on why it's such a terrible idea to overprice your home, especially in this market.